All right, blue-red Planeswalkers. This is the Jeskai deck has done very well. There were a bunch of Jeskai decks that put up results at the SCG Open this past weekend. I had someone make a specific request to work on a straight blue-red iteration, so this is my attempt to put together a configuration that's notably not playing white cards, and we're not playing white cards because of power level considerations. We're not playing white cards because the person who sent in the dollar reduced to have this deck played explicitly requested that we keep it to just blue-red. So we're definitely going to be talking about, and that's something I'm going to keep in my mind from a pure competitive standpoint. Is it worth it to not have white cards? But that is the TLDR and why we're playing it without white to start today. Hey, Mageologist. Thank you for the 7-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, there's 4 copies of Rekindling Phoenix in my deck per set. Again, please take 30 seconds and look at the deck list before you tell me it's wrong. Please and thank you. Should be updated. I think I updated it. I've not played the Dreadhorde deck yet. We actually just got destroyed by the Dreadhorde deck, but we've not played it yet ourselves. Yeah, it seems like it's got a lot of neat things going on in it. So, Genesis, instead of just telling me I'm tilted, and you're telling me I'm not thinking critically, can you form a logical, construct a formal logical argument about why you think I should be playing it? So, for instance, like, looking at those games I just played, in what manner does the selection of random angels that I put in the deck have anything to do with the match that we just played, right? Like, the deck list that we played today was, like, 3 cards different from... was, like, less than, like, half a dozen cards different than the other variations we've played in the past. So, like, I think, like, you could look at what we had going on. I didn't talk about the specifics or the run goods or the run bads, right? Like, we just kind of played average games of Magic and got destroyed in average games of Magic. At the end of the day, there's a reason why the Bant decks fell off the face of the earth this weekend, right? So, like, playing a deck that we've played a little bit of and then hitting some bad results with it on top of everyone else having similarly bad results with it, it's like, well, there's probably a reason why other people are also having bad results with it. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? Ferocious Ferret coming in hot with that 4-month resub. I appreciate the third of a year. Welcome back. The Bampo deck was very bad this morning. You see that there? That's why I'm not playing a Planeswalker deck this weekend. That is why I'm not playing a Planeswalker deck this weekend. To find something kind of aggressive. I do not want to play a Planeswalker deck into a field of people playing this card.
Secrets manifest before you. Let's see how you respond.
Yeah, that was a game 1 Elder Spell for reference. That was in fact a game 1 Elder Spell. I think we're still ahead, right? I've got this. I've got these. I've got this one. Hey, congrats, Chaos. I think I'm just gonna let this happen. I can shock the token and then have Mobilized District kill her. I can't shock it at end of turn because it costs 2 more mana because of her text, but I can shock it on my turn for sure.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
The game 1 Elder Spell is going to get you punished more than feel good. Sure, but that doesn't mean it isn't going to be good against people playing Planeswalkers.
I know what must be done.
Yeah, I agree. The three decks on my short list for the weekend are Gruul Sarkhan, Bantbo, and Abzan Hero, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to play Bantbo after the results from this previous weekend. Deal. Yeah, the fact that Gruul Sarkhan is just incredibly proactive makes it a pretty good choice. This past weekend, there was a Star City Games tournament. If you go to starcitygames.com, they host large Magic tournaments, many different weekends. This past weekend, it was Standard. This seems fine. I like leaving in Lightning Strike because it finishes off their Planeswalkers. Notably, this card kills Narset after they downtick it for the first time, which is important, I think. This seems reasonable. Yeah, something like that, Tacos. Yeah, I mean, that game there, we just won through Elder Spell, right? I didn't say you can't win through it. I just said I would prefer not to play a deck full of Planeswalkers into a field of people playing Elder Spells. I really just don't want to play Karn Great Creator decks in Standard. You just lose too many sideboard slots. Hey, Sags. Well, welcome to a live one. Glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. I have 2 decks I'm testing. One is called 20 Mountain, the other is 19 Mountain. Yep. There's someone who's smart. You know what's up. Can't Lightning Strike her because it costs 2 more.
Until you good choice.
Every day is a new lesson.
stop.
Bampo is real bad, Party Bus Driver. I'm taking it off the list for the weekend.
Not every fight can end in victory.
Green Black Rock's a modern deck, and we're talking about a standard tournament, Sags. What's going on, CK Lau? Don't worry about it. We're all still here. Thanks for the support.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Yep. Let's finish that off. One land short of getting to go Saheeli into strike there, unfortunately. Next turn will probably be Saheeli into strike one of the tokens.
Mind and body should move in unison.
Yeah, the old 4-mana Karn's been seeing play off and on in decks like what we're playing, and the Jeskai decks that have Saheeli. We played a Legacy deck this morning that was that felt very bad. Put one target creature or Planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Destroy up to one target creature, Planeswalker, exile. Good Lord. Good golly, you just could not pay me enough money to play a Planeswalker deck this weekend. Playing Basic Mountains sounds awesome this weekend, because this format's getting super inbred. I mean, this card sees play even with Chainlord existing in the format, Sags. Yeah, this weekend is the first top 1000 tournament.
You've never seen anything like this.
Do.
An entire treatise on your impending failure.
I will defend my... Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine.
I was gonna say we get to hold up Negate for Elder Spell, but that is no longer an option. Yeah, that deck's just a thing, Greg. It's a tiered deck in the format. It's a deck that Andrei Strowski's been working on, among other people. It had a good run this weekend at the SCG Open. I forgot about Othakaya.
But I doubt you.
Maybe that attack was worth it? I don't know. I don't know.
You show remorse.
So this'll do here, this'll bounce here.
Don't worry, I got this.
Hey, Nissul, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good one.
What know you of dragons?
I think I'm actually supposed to plus this. So that way I can kill Teferi. If they have an Elder Spell next turn, they like kill both of these and like stack counters on Teferi, and that's not ideal for me. And like Teferi would bounce the dragon token. Sure. Yeah.
My acute awareness of your imperfections is maddening.
Curiosity and wonder drive civilization.
These results are an anomaly, not to be repeated.
All right. All right. We're still in it. We got an Ugin. We got 2 good cards in our hand. In it to win it.
Impress me, and I may offer my guidance. My students are loyal and brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I get to double spell next turn if they don't kill this, right? Yeah, Legacy was a rough morning. It's been a rough morning overall. We're still searching. Yay! More Elder Spell. Yay! Yay, Elder Spell.
Who are you to call? Magnificent!
I would believe the mono red deck can lose to the Dreadhorde deck, but I'd be surprised if it had a bad matchup. Yeah, Explore Package doesn't automatically mean you beat the red deck, though.
Join my cause.
The dragon does not lose!
I shall miss your company.
See if Rekindling Phoenix can drag us kicking and screaming across this finish line.
We are the future.
Yeah, the open results this past weekend were basically just dirtily Planeswalker decks and red aggro. Subscribing to the best Magic creator again. Weird. Keep it up, mate. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year, Danny. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Yeah, the Bant deck had a disappointing morning. It got Nexus and then it got out mid-ranged. I think we're actually winning here.
There are so many. I am just the trick for this.
If this works, we might actually be ahead. Depends on what their last card is. Like, they have like a Vial Offering. We're probably still in trouble. Sure. Okay, well. Yeah, that's not a counterspell. They're probably dead here.
I am ancient and wise. Bathe in ghost fire.
I'm gonna hold on to this down tick for now because they have discard spells in their deck.
Evil cannot withstand the righteous.
Come to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill this just in case they draw an Elder Spell.
I will have to form a new plan.
I mean, we kind of slogged through double Elder Spell here, right?
Let's add this battle to your record of bad decisions. I'm well equipped to deal with nuisances like you.
Hey, Pickle Boas, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, Sarkhan, we're gonna kill them in 2 turns here, right? And I have a Spell Pierce now. We'd like for this to find like a negate. Perfect. I think we're into garbage time at this point.
Truth lies beyond vision. Are you ready?
This board has more friends than me. Yeah, Sarkhan. Coffee's for closers, and Sarkhan's all about getting himself a cup of joe. Alright. Sarkhan's the real deal. Got double Elder Spelled slogged through. So... Oh, needs a blue source. Needs a blue source. Good games, Craig. Ding, ding, ding. You're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. As you will, opponent. Getting Search for Azcanta resolved against Grixis is real good. Yeah, the Diviner deck's a good time. I agree. We beat Esper Friends. Looking for lands. Ah, excellent. We can add this one to my autobiography. Yep. 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 This is where the magic happens. Never forget, ladies and gentlemen. When will 26 lands later be publishing? I don't know. That's true. Sure, we're working our yep. Yep. Ooh. Ooh.
I have faced worse. The choices we make reveal who we are.
Did we get no changes in all formats? Excellent. Excellent.
Please stop.
Please stop.
There are none greater. No sword can pierce my scales.
Shocks and lightning strikes not particularly good here. Rest of this seems fine. Guess I'll bring in the Lava Coils because they kill Nicol Bolas and they also tag like Thief of Sanity if they have that out of the sideboard. Rest of this seems reasonable. Sure. Get to Spell Pierce Third Duress on one and then play a Search. We're gonna play 4 lands in 4 turns, chat. I don't even know what to do with my hands. I don't even know what to do with my hands. So excited, and I just can't hide it. Do 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 do. 4-color Command the Dreadhorde deck seems awesome. Seems like it's a lot of fun. It's got neat angles that allow it to be good against both control and aggro, which is a good place to be. Dows, thank you for the 29-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I'm pretty confident they can't kill my Search for Azcanta, so I'm gonna play another one out just so I flip it sooner. There might be an argument holding it in my hand for their impending Nicol Bolas, but yeah, value. Value. Your end has arrived. Andronis, thank you for the 12 months of support. Have a sword to go with your shield. Thanks for keeping me around. Rude. So we're gonna hold the land that they give us here to discard to the Eldest Reborn. Iceman coming in hot with the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
I will return.
Yep. For some reason, my subscription has been renewed automatically. How did that happen? Paid subscriptions default to automatically renewing, from my understanding.
Those who cannot listen with thoughtfulness before action.
I would love a Ugin. Thank you for asking, opponent. That's okay, Baycub. I appreciate the 6-month this month. Hope life's treating you well. I think Desperate Narset deck's fine. It's got a bunch of playable cards in it. Then get a Sarkhan here. Oh, they exiled the Sarkhan, right? They just get a Karn. I guess Ugin doesn't kill Karn, technically.
Choice.
Keep an open mind.
Ugin can, however, push Nick off a cliff, so that's nice. Interloper. This deck does feel surprisingly resilient through copies of Elder Spell. Gotten Elder Spelled a lot so far in these matches, and we still been in them. Search for Azcanta is great. Planeswalkers are great. We get to untap with Ugin and Negate. We'll be in a pretty good spot. Just get to stick this Rekindling Phoenix too.
Aw, say hello to my little
Ether itself serves me.
I think I'm just ditching this Rekindling Phoenix here. Just holding this Negate up.
I'll make use of that later.
So I've got a Nikki B in exile. Probably want to have this smack him next turn. Along with my 2/2. Wonder if they want to like dig with their Azcanta here. Depends on what this is. This must be a spell if they're just not like snap digging with the Azcanta. They're like trying to figure out if they can if it's worth looking for something else here. What's the word, opponent? They know about this Negate. It's got that little eyeball there, giving them the stink eye. I almost feel like I don't want to kill Karn because I don't want them to get him back at full. Oh, you know what? I should have kept that mountain because they're going to put this into play this turn, aren't they? I should have kept the mountain because they're going to get back 4 mana, Nick. If I activate Azcanta, I'll have 4 mana up, so maybe I just do that. See what we can find.
I have let my friends down.
Huh? I feel like I just want a Narset Impulse here. I kind of want to dig for a Sarkhan.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
Sarkhan will let me. Sarkhan would let me fight through a Nicol Bolas here. They have a way to kill this. Interesting. Hey, Pepperidge Farms, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate you keeping me around. I think I just ditched this at this point. Just keep the cards that play to the board. Really? We're not flipping Nick over. Not flipping Nick is really bold. Especially with this sitting here to Impulse. Did I bottom a Karn? I did bottom a Karn, because I have a Lava Coil sitting in exile. So a Karn kills this. There are 3 search for Azcanta in my deck, Lee. Looking for Lava Coil or Karn here.
I have just the trick for this.
Oh no! Oh no.
I advise.
Pretty medium sequencing mistake here.
What is lost is now returned.
So could have done missed a point of life and a 1/1.
Together, we'll
I was just so excited, chat. I was just so excited. His list feels super reasonable without another color in it. And I haven't used Ugin yet either, right? So I get to make another 2/2 here. Activating Mobilized District for 0 mana is just so busted. Sure, as always, if you have a question about the deck that we're playing on stream currently, you can always type !deck in chat to get a direct link to the deck list. Yeah, Mobilized District has Vigilance too, so it plays offense and defense simultaneously. Wow, they bricked out an Azcanta activation. Rough. And like, even if they hit an Elder spell at this point, I like still have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power in play. So like if they hit their best comeback spell, I like have them dead in 2 just to attacking. Alright, that kills Mobilized District. So if this is Elder Spell, they can clear these, and then they can bedeck this, then I only have 7 power in play. Yeah, Narset's real good. Really good. If this is a land, they could bedeck, kill this, kill Ugin. But the fact that they're in the tank makes me think this is a spell.
Beyond vision.
Are you certain of your decision?
These boots were made for Planeswalking. What's going on, Zach Attack? Thanks for the half a year support. I appreciate that. Welcome. And I'm like, at any point, if my opponent eventually draws something to let them beat these creatures, like beating these creatures involves letting me draw a bunch of cards. So like, they're kind of like up a creek regardless of what happens here. Yeah, they need... Where's Planar Cleansing when you need it? Could you even imagine that card in this format? That card would see a ton of play. Cleanse the plains, shall we? Star of Extinction. Star's close. Star would have been the same on that board, but there's other boards where Planar Cleansing cleans up. That otherwise wouldn't be cleaned up. My wife bought me a snack counter and organized them over the weekend. It's very exciting. There is now a snack bar behind me. It's I have a mini fridge, a freezer, and a microwave too. It's fantastic. Although I haven't tested if microwaving things is going to screw with my Wi-Fi yet. So that's definitely something I need to do at some point.
Love a good challenge. This should be fun. I'm sorry, but I must tend to my creations.
I well chosen.
All right, that's a 4/4. I think I'm just gonna plus this again.
I'll make use of that later.
Let us fight.
Here to give my Beza bucks. See you on the YouTube. Thanks for dropping in, Pathfinder. I appreciate the support. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Does it lock to keep the children out of your stash? My office door does lock, which is nice. I would like to block. Block? Block? Wonder if they have, just have another 4-mana Nick here. That's what this attack feels like.
I have lost.
Yep. I think I want to do this before Saheeli, so I can start generating some card advantage here. You'll note that the way I finagled tapping my mana there, it was to be able to leave up Spell Pierce if I drew into Spell Pierce.
With thoughtfulness before action.
I think I'm just going to lead on this one
Yields to all.
and just keep holding this Negate up. If I hit another land, I can play 5 mana walkers with Negate up. And, like, I am telegraphing Negate here. But, like, Negate, even if they have a counterspell for my Negate here, like, they're just killing a servo now. Like, Eldest Reborn is really not particularly good against this card. Deal. I think Ugin, or I think Tez is the one I care the least about of these 3 cards. Yeah, Eldest Reborn does not seem particularly stellar. A lot of miscellaneous tokens and stuff running around.
Do not defy the divines. Ether itself serves me.
Dunk dunk. Fallen Unconnected, thank you for re-upping your Prime for the second month in a row. Welcome back. Well, if we win this, we're going to be 2-0 against main deck Elder Spells, so... Planeswalker deck's probably great. They're dead, right?
I fight with a dragon's rage. Another to my plans do not include. They are coming.
The districts have been mobilized. Attack! Attack! Yeah, we technically could have hit them for even more, right? Because we could have Saheeli copied a Rekindling Phoenix. Alright, Planeswalker deck, 2-0 to start against Elder Spell decks. Got it. Nice hit card. How we doing, folks? Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you're someone who enjoys standard best-of-3 constructed, that's definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here, and we change decks every 60 minutes to 2 hours. All those decks you see listed in the stream title are things that we have coming up later today. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day and day without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my sponsors here really quick. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their standard, modern, or legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage as well at twitch.tv/NRG series. BCW Supplies, the only ones I trust to protect my paper Magic the Gathering cards, using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. PlayDKP.com makes a very unique product in the Dragon Claw. It is a magnetic game board that would love to help you hold on to your Magic cards when you're on the go, in the car, on a plane, or playing outside with a little bit of wind. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you dropping in. This has been part of your Monday here with us. Hope everyone's having a great start to their week. Sweet, Fohawk. Yeah, not only are the BCW sleeves a good product, but they're also a great price too. The Elite Guard 2s are only $8 for 100 sleeves, and then once you factor in my discount code, it's close to $7. This seems reasonable, a little bit slow on the draw, but it's got a Lightning Strike into some beefy top end. Hand's not great against Nexus though, although Spell Pierce is a good draw. We're playing against Gates. It's been a hot second. Pentreon, coming back in with that very generous tier 3 resub. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. Remember, those tier 3 subs get to submit a deck to be played every month using the form on my website. So be sure to let me know what you'd like to see. Happy to get that added. Yeah, looks like Gates with main deck Knight of Autumn. How do I ever beat a Gatebreaker, Ram? It's like a 6-6, right? Can I ever beat a 6-6? We're like just dead, right? It also tramples over my Saheeli tokens. Yeah, Ugin's like too little too late though. I guess I leave some of these in, hoping to kill goats. That seems unnecessary. Maybe Phoenix. This is like a soft removal spell for it. Yeah, Dovin. Dovin's a soft removal spell. I'll bring in Strokes. They probably have a number of bigger threats. Just like that, Indie Terror. Once you get that 12-month shield next to your name. Thanks for the support. It's like not amazing, but fine. Needs some lands, but gets to go. You know, 3, 4, 5 potentially. Jojo! Thanks for the half year. I appreciate that. Welcome. Instead of me telling you you're wrong, Tyler, can you tell me why you're right? Why do you feel Fight with Fire is worth it over Lava Coil? Make an argument for it. Alright, I already have a Karn. I could guaranteed cast this next turn. I think I want the Sarkhan, though. I think we hope Azcanta helps us find the 4th land, and we get to curve these out. I think I'm just down-ticking this to make a distraction. Oh, wait, this thing tramples. I'm dumb. I feel like Gatebreaker Ram is unbeatable.
I was not prepared for this.
The new set's okay. There's a lot of good different mid-range stuff in the format, but there's still a bunch of Wilderness Reclamation. So much like last format, there's like a lot of really great, interesting stuff going on, and there's just like this giant stain of misery. You know, like I can't chump block this. We're just gonna die real fast here, right? Yeah. This is, you know, we were talking earlier about, and people in chat talking about this being an anti-Planeswalker tech, like, so we're not playing any of the Planeswalker decks that were played this weekend at the SCG event. All of the Planeswalker decks that did well at SCG were explicitly playing white cards in them, so we're Esper and Jeskai Planeswalkers. So, you know, this deck, like, a good way to, like, beat something like Gatebreaker Ram is Gatebreaker Ram's kind of embarrassing against things like 3-mana Teferi, because you just get to set them back on tempo, and their card just didn't do anything the turn you played it. And the reason why this build explicitly is not playing white cards is because the person who submitted it asked for it to just be blue and red. Naya, I build decks as asked. And this seems fairly reasonable even without the white cards, but that was a good example of, like, those large creatures blue and red just don't have the tools to deal with, and white definitely does in a variety of ways. Conradix, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Il Marion, thank you for the 13 months. Thanks for the biddies, Indie Terror. Sure, so to address the discussion that's going on in chat right now, Kazminia is definitely better than 5-mana Teferi against aggressive decks. So with certainty, if you wanted to be better against red aggro, you could trade 5-mana Planeswalkers for cheaper Planeswalkers that impact the board in a more meaningful way. It's just good Magic deck building 101. How does 2 Kazminias solve the gates problem? Can you explain? In what way does a 4-mana creature Planeswalker that makes 2/2s help me against 6/6s that trample and 8/2s that can't be blocked by 2-power creatures? The opponent's deck had main deck Knight of Autumn. And again, like, one of the things you need to understand, if you're gonna play a fringe deck that's worse than the stock good decks, you're gonna have bad matchups. There's a reason why the Jeskai and the Esper decks are doing well, and blue-red isn't what's top-8ing tournaments, right? Like, with certainty, you can play this and, like, put up results and win matches of Magic, almost certainly. However, you're gonna find your fringe tier 2 deck is gonna have a hard time against some other fringe tier 2 decks, like Gates. And that's okay. You don't need to, like, knee-jerk and, like, make a bunch of changes to your deck just because you ran into another fringe deck and, like, you had a hard time with it. The answer to make your deck more balanced is probably play the good version, like, that has the extra colors, rather than, like, play cards like Kazminia's Transformation that probably aren't particularly constructed playable. Thanks for the 13 full on. Welcome back. Well, we died. Let's get some more cheap removal on our deck here. Probably don't mind Rekindling Phoenix, just a blocker here. You know, honestly, this is probably too much removal. Like, I know it feels bad to, like, die to Thief without drawing a removal spell, but, like, I'm also, like, boarding in extra blockers here, which should help. And I have this as soft removal. This seems fine. Remember when you're sideboarding, that sideboarding is a one-to-one process. If you want to recommend I bring in a card, I would encourage you to think critically and make a recommendation for what we're supposed to cut. Sideboarding is not just about bringing in all your cards that might have text. It's about finding your best 60 cards and cutting the worst 15. So for example here, I agree they almost certainly have cards in their deck that Negate and Spell Pierce could hit, but I don't think those cards are the impactful ones that I really need to be taking off the table. I think the way we tend to lose this game on average is the way you just saw, which is a runaway thief or hero. So I'd rather overload on ways to answer their early plays as opposed to having a bunch of Spell Pierces and Negate, which I could easily die with in my hand. Things like Rekindling Phoenix are great because they like block thief, but also like serve as a proactive role in the event that our opponent doesn't draw a thief or they haven't and we kill it. Yeah, that would be fine, Dude Light. Right, well, missed on the removal spell. We did at least find the land, so we can try and get this into play to block. Luya, thank you for the quarter of your support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I really like both Teferi and Narset 3. I think they're really neat designs. I've heard a lot of people complain about Planeswalkers being bad and not liking them in Magic. I want you to think about something like Narset. What if Narset was just an enchantment? What if Narset was a 3-mana enchantment that says this has 2 counters on them or something and you remove counters and get to activate her ability? Planeswalkers are just enchantments that you can interact with via combat. Planeswalkers are great because they're powerful cards that allow you so many different avenues to interact with them.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpieces.
Like, one of the things, in my opinion, that lets me really enjoy Magic is the amount of back and forth in the game. And I get it that Narset and Teferi shut off parts of the game that you might enjoy, but those cards also give you lots of reasonable ways for play and counterplay. Beard Hug, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I can't kill Teferi in my control deck because I don't play creatures that fair. Yeah, exactly. I really feel like a lot of the complaints are just like that complaint. It's like, good lord, just put some flipping creatures in your deck for the love of God. If they have a removal spell here, I'm going to be sad regardless. So I think I'm just going to fire this up and then try and kill their Teferi here. Padtron, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. And my mom is cool. Thanks for the third of a year.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, like, you know what good ways to, like, beat 3-mana Teferi are? Not past just playing creatures, like, adjust your deck and build your deck in a different way, so that way it's playing spells that are less bad against this card that's popular in the format. That's like, people always like to talk about how they want to metagame and, like, how do you metagame? Like, this is a perfect opportunity to metagame. Stop putting cards in your deck that are bad against these cards.
Feel the heat of my flames. Magnificent.
A barcode approved with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Huh? So... well, thanks for being here, Hayes. Yeah, it really is, Persip. It's just telling people things they don't want to hear. I think I'm just going to Lightning Strike this Sarkhan and then pass. So I get to hold up an Azcanta activation here.
There is no peace in defeat.
Random login name. Thanks for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So they know about Ugin. If they have a way to take this Phoenix off the table, we could maybe be in trouble. If they attack with the dragon here, I think I'm going to trade. I assume we're going to see this get bounced now.
Sorry, I'm Let's try this.
Do you want to kill my Planeswalker?
Do not mistake grace for weakness.
Got you, Barcode. Well, welcome to a live one. Hope you have a good day at work. I didn't bring in my Fiery Cannonades, which maybe that was a mistake. It's looking like it would be pretty good on this board. Shock's not a bad pickup. Shit, that's okay. Those are some good runners. So let's start with this and see where we go. No veto. Now it is worth noting my mana is a smidge awkward here, and I can't cast Phoenix, but I guess I do just get to activate. I do just get to activate my search again. Prismatic Vista is going to be expensive. It's going to go in every EDH deck. Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, we were pretty likely to find a way to kill one of those two things. Finding the way to kill both of them, though, puts us pretty squarely back in the game. I agree we were a little bit behind last turn. So they know about these two. Dibbles! Thanks for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. All these 1/1s gonna pressure their Narset nicely here.
No one is more prepared than me. I have just the trick for this.
Ooh, that's a good observation, Thanos. It can fetch. The fact that it can fetch the fact that it can fetch basic wastes is something that could maybe be relevant.
Your end has arrived.
Oh, well. And unfortunately here, because of the text on this Sarkhan, I can't just Ugin shoot the dragon and then have these kill this. Because his downtick text... His downtick text, or his static text means this other dragon would kill my thing. I think I'm actually throwing away one of these on an attack to make sure this can't downtick again. Yeah, Sarkhan's downtick text is his static text is very good. So this gives up a servo, but it means their Narset doesn't get to find another thing. I have these Rekindling Phoenixes to technically deal with these 4/4s, but because they have this 3-mana Teferi in their hand, they're going to be able to keep me off tempo. That's a big Teferi. I think we're just going to be a little bit too far behind here.
Right on schedule.
Hey, Dibbles, congrats.
I'm not ready for this quite yet.
Did they just tuck a 1/1? Here, play this and bounce the other one.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Okay.
I've got time.
This is I can't tell if this is, I would refer to this as aggressive or defensive. feels like a weird line overall. Lands not the Stone Cold Bratwurst means I can play this and this in the same turn.
What an interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
And like they're drawing 2 cards a turn with Hero of Dominaria now. But like my Rekindling Phoenix can maybe slog through these 4/4s. They're pretty likely to hit a removal spell drawing 2 cards a turn though. How many Shocks and Lightning Strikes am I through? 1, 2... Only through 2? Maybe I should have just activated Search for Azcanta. I have 3 Shocks and 2 Lightning Strikes left in my deck that could have killed Teferi.
This isn't a fight you can win.
That explains why they were so aggressive with their first one. They had another one to tempo us some more. Just like, as I sit here and stare down 4/4 tokens, just like, why isn't there, the thoughts of just like, why are there not little Tefris of my own in my deck? Sounds good, Zombie. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I think it'll be good to play Jeskai Friends right after this. Give good contrast between, like, this deck and the one with the extra color in it.
Knows no bounds. I will return.
Wouldn't mind drawing another untapped land here. Like, another Mobilized District could be great, so I can go bird. Alright. Garden Variety Troll, thanks for the 5-month resub. What does this version offer? More districts? Maybe. That's probably one of the things that has going for it is more mobilized districts.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Now their Hero of Dominaria has gotten to 3, which does mean that Shock no longer kills it, but I do still have Lightning Strikes in my deck, so... Am I getting Draw Step Thought Erasure? Finding it difficult to find one deck I could sit and grind with, so I used PayPal to unlock all of them. God bless. Hey, Wolfie, thanks for half a year. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
It's gonna get countered. This does notably still gain me a life, which puts me to 17, which means these are not a 2-turn clock, which is good for me. This doesn't bounce for 2 more turns, which is nice. Another Hero of Dominaria is not too surprising here.
Hurry!
I have a bunch of cards in hand, and none of them were removal spells, so...
I'll protect you.
Well, I mean, the honest answer is that if you can't afford the dual lands, you should just stick to one of the monocolor decks. But, other than dollar bills, no, there isn't really a hidden recipe other than gates and basics. Alright, so...
Come to me.
This Oath of Kaya just, like, leaves me in a real bad spot. No matter what I do here. Because, like, Oath of Kaya triggers for each different Planeswalker I attack. So, like, if I attack their Time Raveler and their Hero of Dominaria, I take 4. Which just sounds really rancid. Oh. I think I'm just gonna kill this and pass. This leaves me dead to a removal spell, but I don't really have lines that aren't dead to a removal spell. Because even if I don't attack this, I guess I stay at 10. Mobilized District's glowing, so I can technically activate it. I have 3 untapped lands. I can turn it into a tapped 3/3. Yeah, that game felt like a pretty good example. Like, I want you to imagine if, like, our Dovins had been Little Tefris, like, just how much better off we'd be. Just, like, having clean answers to these 4/4s. So, yeah, my wrap-up here is I don't think there's really a compelling, meaningful reason to not be in white cards. And with that being said, Jeskai Friends is actually up next. So let's roll right into that and see how they compare / contrast a little bit. If I kill Big Teferi, I'm literally dead on board, Dopey Eyes. I take 2 from the Oath of Kaya and go down to 8, and then Little Teferi can bounce my only blocker. I should probably cut these absorbs, huh? I should probably cut these absorbs. I think this card's probably just too expensive. This build overall is a little bit more controlling than like the builds that did well at SCG. It's got a bunch of sweepers in the main. I'm not gonna swap up the main deck too much here. I'm gonna see how the more controlling build plays. I am, however, gonna shove a bunch of Legion War Moths in the sideboard because that card's real good. There was a more controlling build in 7th place. Yeah, this build was also just like not playing any counter spells. How many lanes are in here? 27. Yeah, I agree. Not having a bunch of Sarkhan seems loose. let's do this. Moderately close to what was submitted.